Hey, what's going on, y'all? Got another video here, and I actually just got the new Black Scout Survival flashlight in, and I just wanted to go over the features real quick, show you all the different options, and then, like I said before in my last video, Jack is doing 20% off this week for this light, and so you can get you a nice discount code on it. It was only supposed to be for Father's Day weekend, but he extended it through the week here, so you can get the 20% off if you go check it out. So anyways, but I just got this in today, and I actually bought this light for my oldest son. He's got a folding knife that I got from Black Scout, the last folding knife that Jack came out with, and then I just bought him the camping knife that he's got an outdoor knife, and then I wanted to get him a flashlight that's his own, but not just for like EDC. I wanted him to have the self-defense option on it, so that's why I chose to get him this light for his first flashlight EDC light, but also for self-defense too. So I did purchase this for him, and I got the 20% off on it. So, but the one thing I did notice when I bought the light, or when I received it, that this is actually the version 4, not the version 5. Now, the version 4 and the version 5 come in 3 colors. They have the black, and they have the camo, and they have the desert tan. I was calling it coyote on the last video, but it's actually called desert tan. Now, the desert tan one, I also have in version 4, and that's in my EMP kit. And but this one, I thought I purchased the version 5, but I just found out it is the version 4. But the only difference between the two lights is version 4 is putting out a little over 2,500 lumens. I think it's 2523 on the lumens. And version 5 is putting out 2672, I think is what it was. So you're getting more lumens for a little bit more money. This light here, the camo pattern one for the version 4, was going for 69, and then the version 5 and the desert tan color was going for 75. Probably more money on the camo end on the version 5. But I'm not for sure. You can go look that up when you go check it out. But you do get the 20% discount on the version 4 and the version 5. So, but anyways, that's the one of the things I noticed when I looked at it, just getting some info on Amazon about the light. But the only difference I can tell as far as the lumens. So, but anyways, when you buy the light, it's put out by Thrunite. You do get this cord here, and then you put it on your wrist. My son actually put this, we put this on here, this option on here. You do get a pocket clip. So if he wants to do that, he can, which is right here. Bradley, hey, you want me to put this pocket clip on here for you? So you have the pocket clip option. Anyway, so you do get the pocket clip here. Get this bad boy on here. Put it on the back side. Let's see. Put it on the back side. Anyways, so you do get the pocket clip, so he has that option on there. And then we got this on there for him. He does have the strike bezel on there. Now, the great thing about the Black Scout Survival flashlight, on all the versions, you could always take off the strike bezel. That does come off. Normally what I do if I go into an area with metal detectors, or if I can't take my gun or my knife in there, I always have this with me, and I'll take the strike bezel off, and then I'll put it on my finger like it's a ring. I got my wedding ring here, and I got this here. So it just looks like a ring, and then when I go in, once I get in, I take it off and then put it back on the light. So that's why I love the Black Scout Survival with the strike bezel for 2 things. Is this strike bezel is very aggressive. This is probably the most aggressive strike bezel on the market, and you can also take it off. Now, the cool thing about the Black Scout, the BSS lights, you do get a red lens on here, so you have that extra option right there, which I really love that. And then you do get extra parts. Got your couple O-rings. Got your couple of the recharging covers, recharging areas on there, and then you do get an extra push button also with the parts. And then Thrunite gives you a pouch that you can put the light in. It only goes vertical. You can't run it horizontal like I do my flute pouch, but you put it in here, and you know, you can take this off, but anyways, you put it in the pouch, fits nice in there. And actually I don't have the stripe bezel on there. Let me put the stripe bezel on. The only thing about the stripe bezel, I will warn you, is that joker is aggressive. So if you have the stripe bezel on in this pouch, over time it probably might wear a hole down at the bottom, but I mean, I'm not for sure. I'm just saying this thing is so aggressive. And I know that from experience, because when I had version 2 with my old flute pouch, that stripe bezel wore a hole through it. But with the latest flute pouch, I don't have that problem. So, but anyways, Thrunite does give you that. It does have a D-ring on the back here, so you could clip it to a pack or some molly or something. You know, you put a carabiner on there. So, but you do get the pouch with it. So, and just, you know, where you can run it on your belt. So that's what you get with the light. And like I said, this light is going for $69, and then with the 20% discount, yeah, I think that was like a $15 discount with the 20%. So anyways, but yeah, that's everything you get with a light. Now, just to show the difference between version 3 and then version 4 and 5. For one, this is actually put out by Thrunite. Version 3, this was the last time they actually did it through Wildtac. Now, Wildtac and Thrunite's the same company. So in the beginning, version 1, 2, and 3 were through Wildtac, which was a cheaper option as far as the lights go. But then Thrunite went ahead and changed over version 4 and 5 over to Thrunite, and you know, they make them now. So anyways, that's one of the things. And the other thing was, I was talking about this before, so version 3 is a little bit shorter but fatter around, you know, bigger diameter. And then version 4 and 5 is longer but more narrow, you know, as far as the size of it. Really, as far as the size goes, that's not really a big deal. The only thing I could say is, I was going to say maybe the stripe bezel might be a little bit wider back on version 3. But one of the big things is version 3, they got away from the rail back then. A lot of people were complaining about they couldn't get their finger on the button, that the rail was getting in the way. I never had that issue, never had that problem. So for me, that was never a issue. But I do like having the rail gone, because I am able to get my finger on the button maybe faster or whatever. But I never had the problem before with the rail. Now, the great thing about having the rail option, which is what they went back to, is you can run a bungee cord on here. And James Yeager, you know, God rest his soul, he passed away, but James Yeager was the one that told Jack at Black Scout, he took a bungee cord and he ran it through the rail, and then he will wrap it around the front of the stripe bezel, and then that way he could go hands-free with the flashlight. So if you wanted to let go of the light, especially if you had a rifle, you know, shotgun, or even a pistol, when you had a pistol, but if you wanted to go hands-free and change out the mag, you could change out a mag, rack, and all that stuff, and still have that, still be able to use your other hand for that, but also have the light still in your hand, being hands-free. So that was a great thing about having the rail, which is why I believe they brought it back. And like I said, as far as pushing the button, you can still get your finger on there. I've never had a problem finding the button, but people said they did. So that was the reason why they took the rail off on version 3. But it did open it up and does make it maybe a little bit faster, but not a big deal as far as that goes. Now you can see the difference. Version 3, I think, was like 1900 lumens. was the brightest mode on here. And then with the version 4, 25, 23, I think it is, you can see the difference as far as the lumens go. So you do get a brighter, you got more lumens with the new one now compared to the version 3. The other thing was the push button. They had got rid of the little side button here. So on the version 4, you can push it that way. But you know, as far as, self-defense, you can get to this. You don't even have to push it all the way in. That's another good feature about the Black Scout Survival. You just push it and you can let go. Especially if you're clearing corners in a home defense situation and you just wanted to see around the corner but turn the light off, you have that option. But you can also push it down and push it off, But the other good thing about it is they do have the side mode back on this light, version 4, version 5. So if you just wanted to use the light and use the different modes, you just turn it on. And you got your low there, medium, high, low, medium, high. So anyways, but you have that option on there. Now, it does have the charging port on the side here, so you just open that and recharge it. Version 3, they got rid of that. They got rid of the charging port. You actually, to protect the charging port or to keep it more waterproof, the charging port is in the battery. So you unscrew the flashlight, and then take the battery out, and there's your charging port on the battery. Now, don't know why they went back to the charging port, if there was an issue with the battery on this, but I've never had a problem with version 3. This has been my EDC light ever since it came out, and I haven't changed, even though I had the version 4 in Desert Tan, and now I bought this for my son though, but I just love version 3. With the charging port inside the flashlight, it keeps it more waterproof. I work outside during the summertime. I'm getting soaking wet, working in the rain if needed, when things happen. And having that charging port on the battery and protected with the O-rings, for me, just keeps it more waterproof. And I've been soaking wet, just soaked to the bone, and never had any issues with this flashlight. As far as that goes too with that. The other difference between version 3 that I really love, and why I stayed with it, is they had came out with the side button here, so they got rid of the mode button, and what they did was they put the strobe button on here. So when I take this flashlight out, first thing I'm doing is looking for that strobe button so I can get the strobe on. Now, the reason Jack and them got away from the strobe is because you really don't need it in a self-defense, situation. If you get this flashlight out and just shine them with the high, the bright mode on there, just pushing the back of the button, that's gonna blind anybody. I mean, they gave the light more lumens, so you can blind somebody more than having the strobe option where you can strobe them. All right. Now, I really like the strobe. For me, the strobe, I think, is great. Like I said, I would take it out, strobe somebody, and then step to the side to where I can get my gun out. And then with the strobe, I think it really screws you up more than just shining the bright light on them and then, stepping to the side. Even though that does blind them, it blinds them, but having that strobe option throws them off even more, and they really can't see what side you're stepping to. So I love the strobe option. That's why I kept this for my EDC. And then I have two options so either I can blind and then hit, or I can strobe them, and then hit, or, go for my pistol or my knife or whatever. So I really like that option. Like I said, version 3 for me this is my favorite. Now, this is actually put out by Wildtac. So that was, you can see here, Wildtac, let's say BSS version 3. And then on here, you got Thrunite Bss V4. And then, the newest one, V5, same light, just the version 5. Honestly, this is a great light. I really love the new version, you know, the new ones. But to me, I think out of all the lights that Black Scout made, version 3 was the best. That's just my opinion, and that's what I've been carrying out for since day one when this light came out, which I'm gonna say at least, I'm gonna say at least 5 years. I mean, I've had this light on me for a while. Anyways, but I do have version 2, which had the rail, had the side mode on it, didn't have the strobe button. You actually had to go through the modes to find the strobe, which you could set on strobe. But version 2 was put out by WildTag. But that was my light for the longest time. And then when version 3 came out, you know, I fell in love with this thing. And for me, I just love the size. I like the shorter thickness of it. So in my hand, it feels better. You know, as far as if I was using it for self-defense, I just really love that. But you do get more length out of the version 4, version 5, but it's just not as thick in the hand. So anyways, man, I'm just going through the differences here on the lights, comparing the two. But at the end of the day, for me, version 3 has always been my favorite, and it still is, and it's still my EDC. So, but you can't go wrong with version 4 and version 5. So, and I do have 2 of these lights now. I got the Desert Tan, the camo. The Desert Tan was for my wife, you know, for emergency, and then this is going to my son. So that's why I got it. Will I get the version 5? I don't know. It'd be nice probably to have it because it's more lumens, but at the end of the day, do I really need it? No. I bought this light here because of the discount code and really wanted to have an extra, well, get a light for my son, but get another one, and then with a good discount, tell all you guys and let you guys know. So, but anyways, guys, I am tired. I've actually tried to do this video a couple times, but I'm just really tired right now, and it's a busy season. We're getting a ton of rain, and it's just the rain is ridiculous here, like ridiculous. So, but the good thing is that Storm Brett, I believe, is not coming towards us. So that's good news. Anyways, guys, take care. God bless. I hope this could help. Go check out Thrunite, Amazon, Black Scout Survivor. Go through the link with Jack and Black Scout, and but get you. I mean, if you're looking for a great EDC self-defense type flashlight, I highly recommend this light here. And I've gone through version 2, version 3, and now version 4, and but I've been carrying these lights now for 7-8 years, I think now, since you know, they put them out. I missed out on version 1. I came across them on version 2, but never had a problem, never been an issue. Maybe accidentally, that was one feature. That is one downfall to having no rail, is that I have pushed this button in my pouch here. I have pushed the button before and it came on, and then I feel it heating up in my pouch here, and then I turn it off. That has happened depending on what, you know, I do a lot of physical work, so, you know, I accidentally pushed the button. So having the rail on it is a good feature because it does protect that button from coming on, and having a accidental, you know, discharge on buttons. So, little girl, you saying hi? But anyways, guys, take care. God bless. Go check out Black Scout. Get your preps in order. Get ready. Go check out Nutrient Survival YouTube channel. Eric just did a video talking about China and Taiwan, and you know, I left a comment on there, but yeah, it's it's not good. Anyways, go watch the video, and then, you know, leave your thoughts and opinions on the comments, and definitely go check that out. And I do got my new 5-gallon bucket coming in, and I'll do a video showing what I put in mine and what I wanted to have in my kit. So all right, y'all, take care. God bless.